They call it the Europa League Conference. It is time for a European game, and I know that this is not the Champions League final. This is the second round of qualifying for the Europa League Conference, but I'm more excited than I've ever been before. Let's check out these two games. Okay, so it's Europa League Conference second qualifying round time, but before we get into the actual game, we are going to see what sort of opponent we would get if we actually survived against Dutch Heracles Almelo. Where are we on the list? Do you see our team? I don't. Let's scroll down and squint and hope and pray and see what we end up with. Brommapojkarna or Heracles Almelo versus Ålesund or Atromitos. Okay, so actually not tougher games, I would say. That makes it tingle in my tummy. If we could survive against Heracles Almelo, I think we're in a chance to survive yet another round. But look at our recent form. We drew 2-2 against Häcken in a game that we were supposed to win. We had a penalty miss from Paulos Abraham. Then we lost against Hammarby, and yes, we had a miss from Paulos Abraham, and then you might think, oh, that's on you, you should have changed the penalty taker, and it is on me, but I tried to change it in game, but that little button, it disappears so quickly. So I had a bad feeling when he stepped up and he just hit the keeper. Then we drew against AIK in a game we should have won, and then we drew against Swedish in a game that we should have won. We are dominating possession, we are dominating chances, we are dominating XG, but we are really struggling to get the ball into the goal. Hopefully that won't be an issue today as we play Heracles Almelo. In this episode we will also play the away game, and then I will just play the Sundsvall game offline. If we look at the actual team, this is what we are going with today. Okay, so this might be a familiar sight. Piconell in goal. No real differences when it comes to the back four. Wallenborg out on the left. Pacey but useless Karlsson out on the right. Centrally, Augustinsson and Rune Larsson. In midfield, we play 17-year-old Isak Holm, who keeps improving every week. I think he is going to be terrific if he can just work a bit more on his defensive skills. Then we have Hampus Findell. Yeah, we have Hampus Findell. I don't know why I'm sighing. I have trouble deciding between him and Jakob Eklund. They are not complete central midfielders. Neither of them. They lack a bit of the defensive skills I would very much like. But we're going to start with Findell. Then the trio in behind the forward. They are Paulos Abraham, who is not going to take penalties today. Then we have John Tete. Nice dribbling, good balance. Advanced playmaker Marcus Hallgren, and then up front Krebs. Of course, if anyone's going to score, it's him. So I don't know really what to expect against Heracles Almelo, except for a good game. I think they are top of the Swedish Premier Division material around there. But hopefully I will be proven wrong and we will crush them like a... They have the first potentially useless highlight. I don't know about you, but I'm actually struggling to tell these teams apart. I know that we are red and they are some sort of purplish or something, but it's a bit tough to see. I know that we have the ball now, and that's the end of the first useless highlight. We are at home. Loads of people coming watching. Not too many have travelled from Holland, as you see. The away stand is completely empty. So they will have to do without any kind of support. And here we come. Paulos Abraham with the ball. Can you find anyone else? No, you cannot. You shoot for yourself, you selfish bastard. Time is ticking. Throw in for us. Hallgren, Krebby. Oh! Shot. Nice save from the keeper. I don't think he had time to move there. or he has excellent reflexes. Abraham wastes another chance. He has been wasteful for us. I'm going to get Kalle Andersson in if he doesn't improve. Abraham. Long balling back and forth. Don't love that. You know that by now. Holm with it. Une Larsson. Augustinsson. Passing it around. Fidel to Karlsson. What now? Hallgren. Nice bit of play here. Abraham. Get the ball in. He gets it in. Tete. That was actually a good attack and it's not over. There it is over. Corner for us. Okay, so we have been the better team, but our inability to score seemed to be carrying over into this game. We're only 15 minutes in, but we've had 6 shots, only 1 on target, and if you don't hit the target, then it's hopelessly difficult to actually score. And then Larsson to Findell, out to Karlsson, get the ball in, whip it in, son. He does, but they get it away. Is this what this game is going to be about? We try to whip the ball in, they defend with everything they have. Wallenboys, they're open. We get the ball in again. Krabi hits the bar. Oh, agony. We have the ball again. We are circling around them like flies on a sugar cube. Tete 1-0. Brilliant finish. Nice ball there from Hallgren. He was all open and made no mistake. Finally, we managed to break them down. They have loads of players around their own box. Hallgren beats his man. Tete is open there. He finds him. And no mistake, no deflection on the first defender. We go 1-0 up. Thank you for that. Let's keep pumping. Ekdal gets the ball back. Finds Augustinsson. Send the ball in. This feels like one of those situations when you actually lose the ball. I hope it's not. Ooh, they are dangerously close to giving the ball away in their own box. So we keep it. Can you beat your man? Finds Krebi. Abraham is slightly injured. Then we are going to get Kalle Andersson in at half time. So we're patiently trying to create holes and opportunities in their defense. I would like a second goal. I would love a third to give us a bit of breathing space for the second leg. And as I say that, they are probably going to equalize out of the blue. That's usually what happens when I keep talking about us winning games. I don't know why I do it. Must be something wrong with me. There we go. Anyone in there? In those situations, I would like another ball into the box. Instead of shooting there, I would like another through ball into the box for someone running in there, maybe from the AM position. You cannot get it all, can you? Can never be satisfied and happy. Will this be a highlight for them? It seems that way, but it doesn't trouble Pikkonen. So very clearly we've been the better team, but here they come again if we don't win it and counter on them. Maybe we do. Tete with it. We have one man forward and it's no usual man. It's Krebi. Hallgren tries to shoot from 50 yards and gets awarded with a corner. Corners usually mean that they counter on us, but in this case Hallgren wins it. Maybe I should try one of those short corner routines that all the cool kids are doing. The reason I haven't done it is that I think set pieces are really boring. The in-game equivalent of international management on FM21. So I'm not happy. I am happy in a sense, but I'm not happy with the result. The players seem to understand that, even though I am something of an enigma. Could we produce anything straight away? Karlsson gets the ball to a corner. Ekdal whips it in. No one's there. Yeah, again, and no one's there. I was going to take Abraham off, wasn't I? 50 minutes. Let's watch this highlight. Now let's make a change. What's the injury situation? Potential knee injury. That's no good. Let's get Kalle Andersson in, who is improving very nicely. Good acceleration, good aggression, and we are actually working on trying to get him the trade to cut in from the left. He will get decent amount of playing time this game. See what he can do. One of our youth intake players. Holm out to Karlsson. Use your pace. Okay, we'll find Findell. Oh, what a lovely attack. What a brilliant execution from Krabby. Karlsson out here. Finds Findell. Very close to losing it. Nicely done. Gets it to Abraham, who immediately moves it to Krabby, and Krabby makes no mistake. No mistake whatsoever, and it's a perfectly timed run. We are 2-0 up. Can we get a third? And can we avoid conceding what that would be the absolutely perfect scenario for the next game? And maybe it could build a bit of confidence that we could take with us into the league, because we are struggling in the league, as you saw. Struggling to win games. Not struggling in the actual games. We are dominating, but we're struggling to win them. And someone once told me that to win a league, you need to win your games, which sounds fair. But my players seem oblivious to that fact. Offside. So since it's only a week away, the away leg, and we have a league game in between, I think we need to make a couple of substitutions here in just a few minutes. Oh, Andersson hits the post and Tete misses. Oh, that would have been the perfect time to score the third goal. But maybe it can come here. Holm with a cheeky back heel in his own area. I don't love that. I do love that ball though. Krabi. Save from there, keeper Blazovic. Now it's time for two more subs. Who do we bring? We bring in Jakob Eklund instead of Findell to give him a couple of minutes. And then we give Levers Geflesa some time instead of Krabi. Augustinson whips it in. They get it away. Have we seen that one before? I don't know. One of these days I'm actually going to sit down, focus for longer than 1 minute, and create a short corner routine, because we just keep giving the ball away. Nice through ball. Can you get the ball back into the box? Almost. So they have been exceptionally toothless. I would have thought they'd be better. We've actually dominated them more than we have when we played the bottom sides in the Swedish Premier Division. And I don't know if it's down to the fact that they have no fans whatsoever with them, or if it's just a difference in quality, or if we are getting lucky. We will see in the away leg if it's the same sort of result, same sort of game, or if it will be reversed. Passing the ball around nicely, and now whip the ball in. Beat your man, whip the ball in, and score. I liked that attack, but it was only the scoring part that went missing. So 2.41 XG versus 0.02 kind of paints a clear picture in this game. Holm, Hallgren. Now what? Now what? Beating his man. And now, save there. They have so many guys still in their box, so it's difficult for us to actually get a clear view to take a shot. Oh, Keflesis tries a bit of a cheeky one, but the keeper is there to save it. And we come again, Andersson. Passing the ball around. Any openings? Oh, there is an opening, and John Tate sees it, and he scores second goal of the game. Thank you, John. Now I feel really confident going into the next game. I went from slightly confident to really, really confident. Thank you, John. So 3-0 up. An absolute battering. They don't seem to be enjoying their European adventure just as much as we are. 3-0 at home against Heracles Almelo from Holland. Oh, offside? Is it? It was a nice goal, but it's offside. So a 3-0 win, if it's even over. Okay, that doesn't seem to be too much of an offside, but apparently there's some hawk-like vision from the assistant referee there. The 3-0 win, very good. And look at their XG, that didn't happen much for them. Gonna tell the players I'm happy, and we are gonna get back when it's time for the away game in 1 game's time. Okay, so playing a completely rotated team against Sundsvall in between the Europa League games maybe wasn't the best decision. We are struggling massively in the Premier Division, but my aims are on reaching the Europa League Conference group stage. I would like us to be competitive in the league as well, but I had the feeling that this might become an issue, that we don't have the depth to compete on 2 fronts at the same time. But hopefully, just hopefully, we can put ourselves together and become more competitive in the league again. But now it's time to focus on the actual game against Heracles Almelo. So no rule changes going into this game, except for the fact that we give Andersson the chance to start out on the left. Everyone is pretty fit, except for Paulus Abraham, who's tired after his slight injury, and Blasevic is slightly injured as well, but he can sit there and warm the bench as a backup keeper. So fingers crossed that we will not crash and burn in this game. Fingers crossed indeed. We are in Holland. Have we brought any fans with us? If that's the away stand, yes, then it appears that we have brought a couple of guys. I see people in red shirts. And hopefully they support us. First chance to Heracles Almelo though. But we get the ball away. So they pretty much done more in the first minute of this game than they did for 90 minutes in the game at Grimstad. Okay, ball up, Krabi. Krabi is through, and that's a lovely dink-a-dink. Krabi, Krabi, Krabs, Krabi, Krabs, Krabi, Krabs, Krabi, Krabi, Krabs, and this one is in the bag. This one's in the bag. Did you hear that? That's some sort of mix between my opera singing and a bit of rapping from me. He dinked it through the keeper, and we are 1-0 up. This one's in the bag. They need to score 5 goals now to go through, and even though we conceded 3 goals against Sundsvall, who are almost bottom of the Swedish league, I don't think that we will concede 5 in this game. Save from Piconel. We build from the back. Algren, Tete. Can he do moves forward? Finds Cal Andersson. Who hits the first defender? Have we seen that one before? Yeah, I think we have. Free kick. Anyone's in that? Yes, John Tete's in there. And we are 2-0 up. I was actually a bit surprised when we lost 3-0 against Sundsvall. But we didn't really turn up for that game. I mean, we could have won it, we could have drawn it, but they just scored in every opportunity they had. And that made me a bit afraid that we were gonna we were gonna throw this one away, but it doesn't appear that way. Here we come again. Krebi, he has men with him, but he decides to shoot for himself. And I would have been mad if it would have been anyone else than Krebs, because he can score from anywhere. Bando water runs like water. Uldering. That's a nice finish from them, but our defense, they seem to be very surprised by that cross, which is odd. I would assume that you would predict a cross or two to come in during a game, but our defense seemed taken aback by that fact. How dare they? How dare they throw in a cross? So they simply decided to not defend against that one. And as I speak here, time is flying away. Corner for them. We get it away. Tete has Krebi with him. Tete and Krebi, the dynamic duo. What can they do? They can give us a corner. And what is that? A cheeky short corner routine? Oh my god, yeah, it wasn't successful, but I spent a little time to create a short corner routine. Absolutely awful, but it wasn't worse than the ones we usually do. Passing the ball around, what can we do? Create space, there we go, and what now? Okay, nice. Very congested, we get the ball down. Oh, they have so many men in that box. It's impossible to get through. 2-1 for us at half time. We have been the better team by far, even though we've struggled to create the really good chances except for the goals. I'm going to tell them I'm happy. They love that. Let's get out into the second half. Play with big smiles on your faces because we are going through to the third qualifying round. I'm not sure. Are there 4 qualifying rounds? Are there 5? We will see. Maybe there are 4 and then some sort of playoff. Or maybe there's only 4. It would be cool if we could get through to the group stage. It would be great for our reputation, it would be great for our coefficient, and maybe we would even get a little bit of money. I don't know. I almost said we're not in it for the money, but of course we're in it for the money. We need money to strengthen our facilities, keep our best players at the club, start building something great. And that was great. It was a great cross, a great header from Tete, who snuck in there from the right. Just appeared at the edge of the box and makes it 3-1 for us. Holland with a beautiful cross. Lovely run, lovely timed run, lovely header from Tete. And I almost feel a little sad for Heracles Almelo. No, I just said that to come off as nice. I don't feel sad at all. I want us to crush them. Cal Anderson is tired. Who can we bring on? Let's get Paulos Abraham on. Let's get Findell on instead of Algren. And let's save the final sub. Resting a couple of players to also be at least semi-competitive in the league. We need to start winning games again. No wins in the last 5 games has meant that we have plummeted down the league table. And we will need to start climbing again if we're going to get into Europe next season again, because I don't think we will win the Europa League Conference. And I don't even know if winning the Europa League Conference means that you get a free spot next season. Probably not. Magnus Johansson comes in instead of John Tete. Another one of those youngsters. Augustinsson sends it in. What a beautiful free kick. 4-1, 7-1 in total. Thank you and good night, Europe. We will see you soon again. So maybe not the best keeper performance there, but we'll take it. We'll take it any day. We slightly overperformed if we compare the actual goals scored with the XG. But it's been several games the other way around recently, so it's good that we get a bit of payback. A lovely win, 4-1 away, 7-1 in total. John Tete is the man of the match for the second game in a row. I'm going to tell the players I'm very pleased we go through to the next round. We get a little money, and in the next round we are going to play Ålesund from Norway, who are currently 10th in the Norwegian Premier Division. Another opponent that I think we can beat. If we look at the schedule now, we have an important game against Kalmar before another double header against European opposition against Ålesund. But we need to treat the Kalmar game as an important one as well, because this is the league table. We are in 7th now, and the top 3 teams at least, they are running away with it. We need to start catching up. So I will play the Kalmar game offline, and I will be back for the doubleheader against Ålesund to see if we can survive in Europe, and hopefully we can be competitive in the league again. 7-1, what a brilliant performance from the guys. Hopefully the European dream can live on for another week. See you soon. Bye.